Sometimes using the method 2 could still be long in a very specific type of problem. But before getting to that, we're going to review the meaning of complementary probability. Basically, the complementary probability is the probability of an event not happening in an expected way. For example, if P is the probability that an event occurs in a certain manner, 1 minus P is the probability that the event doesn't occur that way. So that is what we call the complement or the complementary probability. So why is this relevant? There's a special kind of problem of probabilities in GMAT that includes the phrase at least one. At least one means 1, 2, 3, or more. And if there are many possibilities, you would have to calculate the probability for each of the cases. Let's see an example here. If you throw a coin 4 times, what's the probability of obtaining at least one head? Take a look at what we would need to do if we use the normal method, that is the multiplication method. Obtaining at least one head can actually be divided in 4 different cases. One is to get one head, another is to get 2 heads out of 4 coins, another is 3 heads, and the last one would be all heads. That means the 4 coins heads. But since these are alternative situations, we need to add all the probabilities involved. That means to apply method 2 to each of these cases. Here you can see the method 2 applied in a shortened, summarized manner. What is the probability of this sequence of letters? Well, 1/2 up to 4, because if you multiply 1/2 by itself 4 times. But after you do this, you need to do the last step, step number 3. You multiply that probability of this sequence by the times that this sequence of letters can be rearranged, which is 4 factorial divided by 1 factorial and 3 factorial. The same should be done for all the cases, and you see it's a little bit different in each case. So here you get 1/16 times 4. Here you get 1/16 times 4 factorial divided by 4 is just 6. Then you have 1/16 times 4 factorial divided by 3 factorial is 4 again, plus 1/16 times 1. So if you add here 4 times 6 and 4 times 1, you just get 15/16. That would be the probability, but it's quite long. What can we do in order to shorten the resolution time? Well, consider what happens when we take the complementary probability of at least one. It should be the opposite or the contrary of at least one. But negating at least one means none, 0. So, what is the opposite situation to obtaining at least one head? That we get no heads at all. That means all the 4 coins will always be tails. You can see that this is what we are doing here. We are calculating the probability of getting at least one head is 1 minus the probability of getting no heads. That means all tails. But calculating this probability is really quick, really fast. That is 1/2 multiplied by itself 4 times, that is 1/16. And since the 4 letters can be rearranged in just one manner, right? All the letters are equal. So it's just 1 minus 1/16, which gives you directly 15/16. So this method is really time-saving, okay? It's ideal to shorten the time when you have the concept of at least one in one question.